guys, it's Shy and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are talking all about Teami, and it's not the side of Teami that you're probably familiar with. I am talking about all of the normal health benefit teas, some skincare items, and some things that I just really use regularly that I really believe in. If you guys have been with me for a minute, you know that I am a Teami ambassador. So I do have a code. It's in all of my description boxes, and it's just a brand that I really truly believe in. So I thought I would finally sit down and we could talk about it, because I think a lot of people, when they think of Teami, they think of the Teatox, which is known as like a skinny tea. I'm sure you've seen a million of these pop up on Instagram and all types of things. So they're like detox teas, which their detox tea does work really nicely. It was actually the first thing I ever used from Teami many years ago, and I really liked it. It's like a two-part system. You do one in the morning and it like kind of like replaces your cup of coffee, and then one at night, and it can help with bloating and different things like that. I haven't used it again in years and years just because I don't really need it, and I'm such a coffee drinker that like it just didn't really work for me. But everything else really does, and I am such a ride or die for Teami. So I kind of want to talk to you about like some of my favorite things and why I like them and why I am such a huge fan of the brand. So one of the first things that I wanted to talk about is actually from their skincare. So this little guy has been used and abused. So this is actually the E-Vite Serum. So this is a tea infused serum. It has hibiscus and vitamin C in it, and it is like a vitamin C serum. I use this morning and night. I really love this on my face. And I've recommended this to so many other people, and they really like it as well. It really helps plump the skin. It has anti-aging properties. It helps with acne and discoloration. It is just such a great product. It is naturally this color as well. There is no added anything to this. It does have like a best by date, so I have to use this by 2021, which is still like a really good amount of time that this lasts. But this is one of the things that I love. It is like slightly higher price point. I mean, it's not super high end. I think it was like $40 something, but it is worth every penny. Another skincare item. So this is the Me Soothe, and it looks like I've barely tapped into it, but I mean, a little bit goes a long way with this. So this is a lavender and sage tea infused oil. So this one with the Soothe does exactly what's in its name. It soothes the skin. Even when I'm having really bad like breakouts and redness, I will take just a couple drops, warm them up really good in my hands, and then press them into the skin and use that almost as like a moisturizer. And even though I have oily skin, it really just soothes it. And you can see that it, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it actually has like sage and lavender in it. And you just use the little dropper and just do a couple drops, and a little goes a long way. But it just is such a fabulous oil. I've recommended their oils to a lot of different people. I have a lot of my friends that use their glow oil that have dry skin. This one and the repair work really well for oily skin. As weird as that is, you wouldn't think if you had oily skin you'd want to put more oil on it, but again, a little goes a long way. Warm it up in your hands, press it into the skin. It is just beautiful. But those two have become such staples for me in my skincare, and I just always find myself reaching for them, especially this Vitamin C serum. I love it. So now we're going to talk about some of my favorite teas. So I love tea, and I really am so big on their other teas that they have. Again, I don't use their detox teas anymore, but they have so many other teas that are really good for your body and your mind and just your overall health. Teas in general are just really good for you and have so many amazing properties to them. So one of the first ones I want to talk about is Teami Profit, and all of these are really cool. A little goes a long way. You just put a teaspoon in a cup and boil it that way. This one has like green tea, peppermint leaf, goji berries, red dates, nettle leaf. It does have plant-based caffeine in it too, just a little bit. This one is really good for the immune system. If you're feeling run down, I always have a cup of this, and it really makes me feel a lot better. It has really great properties in it. Especially if I'm sick, I will make sure I drink this every day to really help my body get healthier. and I have just been using this since it launched, literally. And I still have like a little bit left in here, but it's such a great tea. One that I use before I go to bed is Teami Relax. Now this one has peppermint, lavender flower, chamomile, orange peel, so it has really calming products in it. This one I use again right before bed. It really helps me sleep. And it just really helps me stay asleep through the night or relax me. If I've had like a really stressful day or anything, I will have a cup of this and it just really calms the body. It tastes delicious. I don't put like lemon or honey or anything in any of my teas. I like the way they all taste on their own, but if you wanted to, of course, you could do that. They even say it on the back. It's so funny. It says, our tea is already delicious, but we suggest that our tea lovers add honey, nectar, or lemon if needed, which I just think is cute. But again, all of these loose teas, it's just a teaspoon in water, and it's so easy. I have the Teami Refresh. So this one is a little bit more when you need like a pick-me-up. This one I think tastes really good as an iced tea as well. I'll brew it and then let it sit in the fridge. This one has mango, strawberry, mint tea, and pink rose. It's very, very simple. It is really refreshing though, and it really does have rose in it, which I just think is so cute. Oh my god, if I can open it, maybe I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see the roses, but this one I don't find myself drinking as often. Again, I think it's more of like, in my opinion, I like it as an iced tea. For this summer, I know I'm going to be brewing like massive batches of this though. It's just been cold for an eternity now. Like it's almost June and it's freezing and raining outside. So, but this one is really, really good. And again, if you're like somebody who doesn't really like caffeine but wants a little pick-me-up, this is a really great option. Now, my favorite. So if you guys have followed me on social media, you've seen this tea a million times. This is my Teami Butterfly. I cannot live without this tea. So this tea has anti-inflammatory properties and it can help with migraines and just overall health of the body. It naturally has like a blue tint to it because it's butterfly pea flower, jasmine tea, and just a little bit of stevia. So it is naturally sweetened as well. But this one I have used the most. I drink this literally every day. This has helped my overall body. I've seen like less bloating in my body. It just is an amazing tea. I post it all the time because it is constantly out of stock because it is so good. If you're able to get your hands on it though, this is the one thing. Like if I had to pick two Teami things, these two right here, the Vite Sea Serum and this butterfly tea, like I cannot live without this butterfly tea. Like once I get low enough, I'm going to be reordering because again, I cannot live without it. Now from Teami, they have these really cool things. So this is actually how I use my tea in all my coffee cups. So it comes with a cute little silicone stand, and then you just pop this out. You put your tea in it. It's a little strainer, but I like that it's silicone, so it's super easy to clean. Oh my god, normally it's easier to put in too, but my nails are just crazy. But this part will flow out of the water, and then once you're done brewing your tea, you can just set it like this off to the side, which is really nice. Now, one thing that I love about Teami are their tumblers though. So these are just a couple of in my collection. I wanted to show you guys the difference. So this is the smaller and this is the larger. So the larger one I always use for my infused waters, or I'll put butterfly tea in this so I can sip on it throughout the day. Anything like that. Anytime I'm just brewing tea to go, I use the smaller one just because I feel like I don't normally need this much of the other type of teas. But what's really cool is both of them, you unscrew the bottom and you can put like tea in there to brew. This pops out. Let me see if I can unscrew it. Oh my god. So that you can clean it really easily too. So both of these do come apart. And then once you screw it back in, like this is how you drink, and it locks. And when I know I keep saying N1. This part is really cool though. So you put your water, your hot water and your tea in there, and then it has a strainer that you pop right in. So you can drink it straight from here, but you're not gonna get those chunks of tea, which I really appreciate. The smaller ones have the exact same thing, same type of concept. They just work really, really well. especially for like my infused water drinkers. I love that. Like I can just keep refilling this. I can even like set it up, put it in the fridge, and then take it to work the next day. And then it has the little handle on it, so it's easy to carry. But their products are just great, and I get so many questions, so I just wanted to sit down and kind of talk about the things that I actually use, because I feel like not enough people talk about the other sides of Teami. You know, they are known, of course, for their Detox, but there's so many other great benefits that they have too, and I really wanted to just, you know, sit down and talk about it. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section for me, and I will do my best to answer them for you. Or if there's anything from Teami that you love, let me know your favorites as well. And as always, I do have my code down below if you want to try out anything. If you want to ask me any questions before you try it out too, you can either comment section down below, or please feel free to DM me on Instagram. I get a lot of DMs on Instagram asking me, you know, questions about different things, and I love, you know, hearing your guys' questions, and I always try to do my best to answer them. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!